So, you optimized your bids, picked the right audiences, trusted the platforms, and yet your ROAS is flat. Your reports feel like fiction and you have no idea where half of your ad spend actually went. If you've ever wondered, is programmatic advertising just broken? You are not alone. In this video, we're exposing the hidden cracks in the system, fraud, waste, lack of transparency, every little thing that ruins this industry and causes billions of wasted dollars. Stick around and I'll explain you why programmatic campaigns fail and how you can still save them even in those harsh times. So, the idea was simple: automate media buying so marketers don't have to negotiate ad space manually. Plug into DSPs, launch a campaign, and let the algorithms do the rest. No more spreadsheets, no more cold emails to publishers, just real-time bidding, smart targeting, and scale. And in some ways, it did deliver. In 2025, programmatic powers 80% of all digital ads, from mobile banners to connected TV. So you can target based on behavior, context, even weather. The vision was very beautiful, but then the reality showed up. So let's start with the obvious. The fraud. A massive chunk of programmatic traffic is fake. Bots pretend to be humans, spoofed domains, tricking DSPs into thinking they're premium publishers. Some reports estimate 100 billion ad loss to fraud every year. That's a billion with B, but fraud's not the only problem. There is the murky middle. A web of resellers and exchanges that clip fees as your budget moves downstream. So you think you're bidding $5 CPM, but the publisher might only get one. Or worse, it ends up on clickbait farm in the middle of nowhere. Then there's low quality inventory, so you know those made for advertising sites, the ones filled with AI generated content, but with tons of ad slots, they look legit until you check your bounce rates. Put all of that together, and it's no surprise people are saying programmatic is broken. But here is the truth. Programmatic isn't dead. It's just going through a very awkward phase. At Epom, we still see clients driving great results, but only when they clean up their stack and use the right tools. That implies focusing on curated inventory, using first-party data instead of chasing cookie ghosts. Stopping to try spraying and praying across the open web and starting to use smarter, more controlled channels like PMPs or direct publisher deals. So yeah, the issues are there and we could talk about them for hours, but it's far from over. On the contrary, programmatic is still the fastest way to scale across screens, especially with new channels like CTV or even in-game ads. So the industry continues to grow. It's just that you can't run it on autopilot and use crappy software anymore. So how to run programmatic smarter? Let's make this actionable. If you're running programmatic in 2026, here's how to keep it from eating your budget alive. First, get your first-party data in shape. Your CRM, email lists, app users, that's gold. Use it to build lookalikes, retarget, and avoid relying on third-party cookies that are vanishing anyway. Second, use contextual and semantic targeting. Target content, not people. Instead of chasing demographics, show your cycling ad on cycling blogs, your fashion ad in Vogue-level content. Tools like Peer39 and GumGum are getting real smart at this. And also, say no to shady placement. Check domain list. Cut MFA sites. Demand transparency from your DSP. So better yet, buy from reputable SSPs. What are those? We've made a free list of 80 plus SSPs that won't scam you. You can check the link at that in the description. Fourth, try private marketplaces or PMPs. Think of PMPs as a VIP section. You still get scale, but with trusted inventory. And you'll avoid most of the fraud that haunts the open exchange. 5. Monitor constantly. Programmatic isn't set it and forget it. Watch performance, audit your placements, and refresh creatives often to avoid fatigue. That's not as hard as it sounds, especially when you use Epom DSP. Just saying, the key to 14-day free trial is in the description. So, is programmatic advertising broken? Not entirely. But it's no longer the plug-and-play magic button that we thought it was. So it's more like a high-performance machine, powerful but temperamental. So if you do not know what you're doing, you can burn your cash. Also, if you are still having doubts, you can contact us with the link in the description, and our team will answer any question regarding programmatic. So don't worry, it's free. If this helps you rethink your strategy, hit like and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what's your biggest frustration with programmatic right now? Because we read every comment and we might use your story in the next video. Bye!